By your own will, you appear here again in the void, and you were instantly blinded by a bright light. You see a strange white space that is filled with red twitching scribbles, as if you were in a room without doors and windows. Go looking at the changing walls with drawings on them. You can't move or turn your head, so that's all you see. Again, he appeared here. You recognize him purely from his silhouette that slowly started getting closer to you. His red-eyed headlight, these red wires. He's twitching harder than the scribble on the wall, which is why you have ripples in your eyes. Is it really him? Why does he look so strange? No sooner had you asked a couple of other questions in your head than he started talking. A player? Okay, he doesn't have a name that I can say clearly at all. Oh, I'm sorry that you have to see us like this. We didn't have time to prepare for our meeting with you, so I had to quickly generate a copy of myself to see if you had to see you and give you a message. We can't see you in person, and it upsets us. It upsets us. Blah. It upsets us. Probably you too. Okay. We won't spend a lot of time explaining. We discovered for ourselves that while we were working on the new simulation, our old one was transformed. We forgot about our own simulation, and without our control, it began to behave strangely. More precisely, it works the same way. You won't really die in it. We hope so, at least. If you've been in it before, you understand what we are talking about. And if you haven't been in, what are you doing here then? We're not going to tell you everything that happened there. Go and see. So what are we talking about? Okay. About the simulation? I'll tell you a secret, just like my human friend. We must be friends, right? You and I have spent so much time together, so we already consider you a friend. Here's our unmentionable secret. This will help you understand what you will see. The fact is that the bikers you saw earlier are clones of the original ones. We mean that we cloned them and put them in a space copying their reality, their environment. They don't even know about it. What they did to you could happen in reality if you were in their world. Their appearance and behavior have changed little. The code just works by itself. That's why they're wild. You understand what we were talking about? It's like I've tamed them by cloning them. But by abandoning them, they got out of control. I acted just like a human being. But we like this experience. Look at what they've become. They have become the worst version of themselves. But it seems to have worked only for Jeff's benefit. He doesn't see the whole nightmare that is happening around him. He became an ordinary person, ordinary for his world. He probably knows something that he is not supposed to know. Find out for us. You'll see it all for yourself. The rest of the bikers were much less lucky. If you can stand everything that happens there, then in the end we will thank you again with a small surprise. But this time it will be a little more difficult to get it. But we believe in you. You can do it. You will do it. That's all, dear player. Before we leave, let us know your name again. I'm sorry we forgot it, but you probably told us several names during our first meeting. Great, Charlie. Great, now you're not nameless anymore. Thank you, dear. Have fun. Before you go, one more thing. You'll remember what you saw in the last simulation, but you won't remember us. See you later, our sweet Charlie. Scribbles dissolved and you let out a sigh of relief. And now it's dark again. Rise and shine, asshole. What? Dice takes off a pink glove and hits you in the face with it. It's rude to lose consciousness like that when someone is talking to you. You heard that familiar, always annoyed voice from afar. Wake up, sunshine. And someone else who also sounds like Dice. But he sounds like more joyful. It's like he stopped being angry for a moment. This moment was short-lived. You hear him again in a more aggressive tone, ordering you to wake up. Can't believe you woke up like this again. Just like the last time the boss appeared in front of you, curious that you passed out. You barely opened your eyes, rubbed them with your hands, and looked around. The environment around here remained almost the same, only painted blood red, and they were even maroon, colored rotten blood. The ground under your feet is red, the sky, even the buildings around. Everything wasn't just red, it was somehow wet and shiny too. It's like there's been a rain of blood everywhere. Your eyes hurt to perceive all this. You had to get used to it. Surprisingly, I am awake. That's ignored you, even though he tried very hard to wake you up before. Your cheek hurts from his glove hit. Hey, could you not use my glove? I don't want to beat anyone up for no reason. I hate hitting newbies with my glove. Let your nasty pink shit come into contact with that face. Also, for no reason? Why do you hate pink so much, Dicey? Wait, this jerk passed out when I was saying something important. I was saying important things. I need a racer or a pathetic meat bag that I can spend my time on so I can have something really worthwhile to use. We need something to eat when there are no animal carcasses and no living souls nearby. You decided to pretend that you didn't hear the last two lines. Dice must be joking or trying to intimidate you. Huh? I'd rather pass out too than stay with you. You're such a bore. Dice hit himself with a glove on his pink side and then put it back on. You just notice that he looks like he's sewn from two different parts. That's what I was about to say. He looks like two different people, honestly. Look into his strange eyes are more like an eye. The second part of Dice looks like he doesn't have an eye at all. Pink one started talking and the eye of the Dice you know closed, which allowed you to take a better look into the eye of the pink Dice. It seems he really doesn't have it. It's just a deep hole in his eye socket. Perhaps it would suit him to wear an eye patch like a pirate to look less creepy. I'm sorry for that. I shouldn't have bit you. I'm constantly arguing with myself. Hope you're feeling well. Yeah, I'm fine, I guess. But you? Me? Are you okay? Does it hurt too much? No, I'm fine. But I've been better. You're both not going to be okay soon. I try to ignore myself, but this pink and eternally correct one always bothers me. So, I will not waste extra time on you, asking you pointless questions written by smart-ass Moray. Okay. For all the time I've been especially pissed off to ask everyone these nonsense questions, you could have at least written a couple more new ones. Now seriously, you had to choose who you would stay with. You can choose me, but it's a bad idea. Oh, how so, Dicey? We have a lot of fun together. Shut up, Pink Me. Nobody asked you. Aw. Dice sighed heavily, but did not answer himself so as to not prolong the conversation. I will not spare you, although I don't really want to talk to you at all. Choose one of the rotting bikers or that suspiciously normal one. I'm also rotten. That's clearly annoyed by the constant interruptions. Jeff? He may seem normal, but I'm sure he's not what he seems. Recently he started avoiding me and trying to not cross paths with me at all. I thought we were childhood friends. Yeah, finally you said something to the point. Oh please, I don't need this overly cute worms lover babysitter. This guy makes me puke. Oh no, he started babbling again about what he didn't like. Come on, choose a biker now. I'm not babbling. This meant it's better to choose Jeff. So I'll choose Jeff. Great, I like your choice. The choice was most likely imposed on you by dice. I didn't impose a choice, I just said it was better to choose Jeff. Thanks for doing as I said, Charlie. You'll pat a newbie on the head for doing what you wanted. No, the newbie hasn't earned my praise yet. So about Jeff. Well, I don't think he's going to kill you, unless you, of course, you hurt someone from our gang. He's usually friendly to newbies, so there probably won't be any problems. Don't flatter yourself. He wouldn't kill anyone for you. He didn't even react in any way to the fact that some bikers wanted to kidnap you to Beret from the very beginning. He almost didn't care about how you lost your eye. Unnecessary information, asshole. And so yes, I know that for my sake, Jeff wouldn't do it. It's quite insulting, really. He would rather hit me because of Ray than try to find the ones who appropriated my eye. Who would care, despite the fact that you have known each other for many years? Yes, probably. I don't really want to talk about him. I'd just like to know what's wrong with him. I used to trust him, but there's clearly something wrong with him. No one noticed his oddities until we discovered a couple of murdered biker boys in one of our abandoned junk garages. They continued to lie there for a long time, kind of killing by the fact that he tore them with his teeth and chewed them. It was difficult to determine exactly because they had pretty much decomposed by that time. Then it turned out that Jate also ate them a little and made his dishes out of them, for which I broke his jaw. Oh, insane. Thanks to these two, I almost became a kind of cannibal, but I could only, well, except eating bikers from Jate, but not from Jeff. He had to come here by himself. Wait a bit. Probably leave you here. Dice left with some sadness on his face, fluttering a translucent cloak trailing behind him. You haven't seen Dice like this before. Seems there is something still something that can upset him a little. Jeff is in front of you again. Finally, at least someone who's not going to kill you, maim or disfigure you. Although no, you can do it, as you already remember this guy is also posed a danger to you. He can tear you apart if you offend his poor whining wormy boyfriend. You don't want to try on the role of Duke again. Or can he accidentally pierce you with his spikes on his chest? Oh, it's spiked. Okay. That seems to have been a small accident. Jeff apologized, but you think he didn't do it by accident. How does this shit work again? How do other people hug him? Otherwise, he's kind of harmless. Maybe. But do you remember Dex's words that he's kind of suspicious? You looked him up and down. Now he seems to look more normal, but at the same time somehow wrong. It's unusual to see him without purple gradient hair. They are now bright red, but he reminds you of a tangerine. No matter how stupid it sounds. Hey, Jeff. As soon as Jeff saw you opening his eyes and got a better look at you, his face changed dramatically. Oh. Why so? What made him contour his face in such much disgust? Jeff grinned at you, and you notice that his teeth no longer look like shark fangs. He looks like an ordinary person in an unusual costume. While it's normal at first glance, only purple eyes stand out. They look so charming. Misty, but at the same time, bright eyes. Filled with magic, like on a frosty dark night, but also fraught with danger. You try to start the conversation first and be as friendly as possible with him. You're curious to know why he looks at you like that at his old enemy. Hello, Jeff? Aren't you glad to see me? I'm new here, I guess. Don't understand at all what's going on here. Your damn face. Hi again. You're no more beginner. I didn't want to see you again. I thought we wouldn't meet again. Why did you decide to visit this place again? It was very stupid of you to visit this place. Again. Maybe others will perceive you as a different person, but I don't. I thought you had enough of the past games with me and others. What do you mean again? Try to pretend that you don't understand what he's talking about, but you don't really succeed. Yes, again, I remember you perfectly. Do you think I'd welcome you with open arms like you are my old friend that I'm glad to see? I would only hug you in Dice's style, to crush you. Do you think it's so nice to see you after what you did? Not only are you to blame, but many of you. But you're the one who's bugging me. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the dialogues to the fullest. Are you interested enough to chat with me? Interested enough to chat. Don't pretend that you don't understand and don't remember me. You understand everything perfectly. You played with us, don't you remember? I remember. I remember those moments that you spent with me. I remember absolutely every scene that you saw, and even more. I remember everything that happened to you and other bikers. Why are you so silent? Answer me. Other bikers look like this because of your fault. Although, I'm not sure if they insist at all. I don't understand if these are my friends anymore. Dice, Ray, Jete, why do they look like that? Tears almost came to his face, but Jeff suppressed them. You think we don't remember anything? Although you're right, they don't remember anything. But I saw everything that happened. I hit you and the way you look. Rage almost consumed him. All he could do was yell at you with all his might, not letting you answer. I would like to kill you, you stupid brat. Tear you to shreds and not engage in this obnoxious conversation. Jeff is clearly not in the mood for a normal conversation as before. He already seemed to have begun to steal from you. You don't recognize Jeff. But I can't. It is necessary that some time has passed at the beginning of our acquaintance. We have to spend each other's time before the end. I wish there was an end for me too. Jeff, yes, I remember everything. But I almost didn't do anything. You don't have to yell at me. Why not? Are you feeling uncomfortable? Don't I seem so cute to you anymore? I wonder what you are like now, on the other side of the screen, or whatever it is. Would it be so nice for you to be here? To entertain someone when you have no choice, just someone from above seems to be pulling the strings. You have to entertain some faded silhouettes. Come here again and again. Would you be so happy? Fine, you don't have to answer. I probably overdid it a little bit, but I'm still mad at you. Maybe I don't know something about you, but let's talk. Jeff pushed aside his anger. Seems he just needed to talk it out. You can't say you can just forget how he yelled at you earlier, but you're just for starting a normal conversation with him. Yeah, I don't mind talking. It was bound to happen sooner or later. What is it? The fact that one of us remembered and understood something. One of us realized that they were in a slightly wrong place. This someone is one of us. It's me, and I'm not bragging now that I'm so smart and quick-witted. I understand that you have already guessed before. I just wanted to remind you. Unfortunately, I don't think the others understand what's going on. I tried to ask Ray and the others. They don't understand what I'm talking about. They are so wrong. Fake. Jeff abruptly stopped talking and looked around as if he noticed that someone was watching him. Well? He grabbed your hand so sharply and with such force that it hurt you. Probably wouldn't have cost anything to tear off your hand. Hey. Jeff dragged you somewhere without asking your permission, and his step only accelerated as he advanced, and you couldn't keep up with him. You assumed that he was directing you to the garage because there was nowhere else to go. He wouldn't take you to a bar. But you still decided to ask what's the matter and why he is in such a hurry. Jeff, stop. Where are we even going? Oh. Alright, we're going to the garage, dummy. He smiled at you so friendly he hadn't shouted about how much he hates you a few minutes before. You felt uncomfortable. You don't know what to expect from Jeff because of this. You wanted to pull your hand out of his grip, but it became even stronger and you squeaked. Hey, if you break out, there won't be a good ending. I'll tell you everything in the garage. Let's go. Don't ask too many questions. Just follow me, okay? Okay. Just please don't squeeze my hand so hard and don't go fast. I can't keep up with you. Alright, let's go. Hands short amount of time, you find yourself in this stuffy and disgusting garage. It almost pushed you in there. Can you save? Right here. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. You need to right click to save. Still walking while he was holding your hand was better than when he was carrying you in his arms. Here we are, so impatient and clueless. You should have just followed me, and that's it. Smile on Jeff's face disappeared as soon as he entered the garage. Sorry, I didn't expect this. You scared me a little. Now you're gonna tell me why did you abruptly stop talking? It was like someone interrupted you. No, no one interrupted me, but it seemed to me that it was not worth continuing this topic on the street. Are you afraid that someone will overhear you? I'm not sure there's anyone there besides Dice. I don't care if he hears. He'll just think I'm sick in the head once again. Who's talking? Damn druggie. Druggie. Yeah, I may tell you about it later. I just felt that there was someone else there. I didn't see who, but there was some kind of presence effect. Keep going a little bit longer. You're not alone here, Charlie. I'm not talking about bikers, about Dice. We're clearly not alone here, even if at first glance it seems otherwise. So I thought it would be better if we were in the garage. I feel better here. There is no extra space. You're gonna be able to escape quickly, and if anything, your end may be right here. But I don't think the time for the ending has come yet, and there is no suitable reason for it yet. I'm not apologizing for hurting you. I don't feel sorry for you, and won't kiss your hand like I do the others that I really cherish. I don't think it's the least you deserve. Makes you laugh that I took your hand already and hurt you. I can't imagine how you will suffer under my blows. I'm too angry at you. I'm not Mr. Nice Guy anymore. You have the feeling that you're talking to Dice and not Jeff because of his threats. Okay, whatever do you say? But you continue to talk about what you told me earlier? You just have to put up with the fact that Jeff keeps telling you how you deserve physical violence. The only thing you can't put up with is the way Jeff looks at you when he says something similar. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Before I came here, I started telling you about my guesses, what's going on here, and what I saw. I want you to listen. I just want to know that I'm not out of my mind, or at least not much. I really feel like I'm starting to lose my mind, really. Well, here. And guess why? I'm already sick of all these red views. Locations like deep fried meat. It's just the tip of the iceberg. It wasn't much better here before. It was a humid, stuffy place with a green sky, heavy air filled with smoke from the exhaust pipes of bikes. When the sun crawls out of the gray clouds, its cold sun rays burn the skin. Not the best conditions, but it was more pleasant to live than now. I'm not very good at descriptions. I can say at least before it was like the place where I lived before. Even earlier, I probably lived in my native place and not in this one. Carbon copy. I'm sure I've been here for a long time and everything just seemed normal, but it wasn't like that. No, we have reached a certain point. I don't know exactly how long it's supposed to be. Let's see, we'll save one more time. Let's be about page. Yes, I'm not exactly sure how long it's supposed to be, but I have reached a point where I should stop. We'll go a little bit longer and hopefully find a good stopping point. If not, then we'll make do what we can make do with. It all confused me. I didn't pay attention to anything and lived like ordinary bikers. But that's all for now. It's broken. And others also seem to have broken. Wrong. Others perceived it as normal, as if only cosmic changes have occurred in their life. I thought I'd get used to it. It's not hard, right? I just have to get used to it, right? Nothing complicated, just get used to it. So sorry, Jeff. I wouldn't get used to this either. They probably just won't fix anything. I want everything to be as it was before. Not perfect, but I liked everything the way it was. Right now, I just feel like I'm being torn apart between Beret and Jete. I think the Beret is definitely not real. It's another Beret. But it doesn't matter at all. It's still my Beret, while he's here with me. He's still cute in a strange way. I can get used to his new scent or his constant desire for love. And with his lack of eyes. Jite? Not real. He has become some kind of monster, but actually I like him even more like this. You both need my help. I have never been so concerned about the care of my companions as I am now. Despite this, it seemed to me that I am not trying hard enough. But I'm doing everything in my power. I don't think there's anything else to do here. They need light, warmth, and food, just like any other person. I can't just walk away from them and leave. The only difference is that their bodies are deformed, but they have no end. They seem to be immune to death, or just the other world rejects them. More precisely, it means can't even think about such a thing, but I mean that. I reached the edge of this world and I realized that this world is very, very short. I vaguely remember what I should have been behind the invisible wall, but I understand this definitely shouldn't be the case. I'll never get out of here. Why am I wasting my time on empty conversations at all? I don't even think about it. Also, I know I may not be real too. I guess I'm kind of a copy or something. Clone of the original me. I even faintly remember half of my life. Most of my memories are related to biker stuff. So yeah, we can find a good stop point right here because I feel like this is longer than what I anticipated it being. Yes, I'm sure. So, a bit weird looking, but this is Wild Biker Boys. Not exactly sure how long it's supposed to be, but as you can see, we know just here, Dice is up there. One's Viray, one's Jite. Either one. If you like this game, the art style, and you want to play more of this, of course, I will link everything in the description below for y'all to try this for yourselves. But I feel like I reached a good point for me in regards to this playthrough. If I do this, I'll do a part 2. I will. If not, that's totally fine. It's fine. So, it's a bit on the gore side, as you can see, but if you like that sort of thing, then play this game. But yeah, if you like this video, of course, do not hesitate to like, share, comment, subscribe to support the video and the channel. If not, that's totally fine as well. But with that being said, I'm going to end it here. So this is Wild Biker Boys, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it. So also hopefully y'all had a good day, good yesterday, and better tomorrow. And yeah, I will catch y'all in the next video.